Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining me. I have a pick a card for us here. This is going to be the next good thing, and if you've never done a pick a card, what I typically do is I think of the numbers 1 through 4, and whatever numbers float into my mind first are the ones that I select. So I just think of the numbers 1 through 4 and I kind of close my eyes, and whatever pops into my mind is the one that I select. But some of us are different. Our intuition works differently. So if you're more visual, you can go ahead and look at the stones, and whichever stone you're drawn to or whatever stone pops out could be your choice, or maybe the colors of the numbers, or if you're looking at the numbers themselves, whatever pops out. You will understand your intuition better than anyone, so you'll know, believe me, and it usually is your very first gut instinct that is your selection. So I hope that you enjoy these messages. Thank you so much to my subscribers that have been with me. I know I've taken quite a hiatus here for a little while. I'm hoping to post more often in the next couple months here. So thank you for sticking around with me. If you're new to my channel and you enjoy what you're here, I hope that you subscribe and stick around. We can grow spiritually together. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to timestamp everything for you guys, so I will see you in your pile selection. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video and then just click on your selection. I'll talk to you there. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 1. If you chose number 1 or this beautiful stone, these are going to be your messages regarding what are the next good things coming to pile 1. So I'm going to kind of start off with telling you what I was feeling when I chose this stone. When I first picked this up, even though this isn't gold, it reminded me of gold. So I was kind of thinking this might have to do with finances or more earthly things, like physical things, like and then when I was looking at the stone, I was like kind of saying something, and I was like saying finer things, but that's not what I was trying, those weren't the words I was trying to get to when I was looking at it. It's weird how it came in. So some of this could have to do with opulence or finer things, or some of you may be focused on your finances, or perhaps you're starting to get a vision in regards to what you want your financial outlook to look like, or what you would really be happy with in regards to your finances. Or maybe you are looking to increase your finances in order to attain certain goals that would give you the opportunity, to have the finer things. I'm not saying that you don't have the finer things now, but maybe there's something in this pile, whomever picked this pile, about possibly wanting to increase finances or something along those lines, something to make us, creature comforts, those kinds of things. But this is a beautiful pile in regards to that, if that is what you're looking for. You've got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. And so upright, this card is all about lack. And it's all about needing help, or, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you don't have enough. If you look at the picture in the card, these people look like they don't have what they need. They look like they need assistance. Look, he's injured, and they don't have enough clothes. Their clothes are tattered and torn. Now, the interesting part about this card is they're right in front of a church. This is a church window. The lights are on. If they just turn around, they would see that there is assistance available. They're just not looking at it. But you guys have this card in reverse, and that means recovery. So you guys could have gone through something where you were in poor health. Like I said, he's injured, he's out in the cold. You guys could be going through something physical where you just weren't feeling yourself. You could be going through a job loss. You could be going through something that is creating, or that had created, a lack mindset, or something that made you feel less than, or something, that felt like you didn't have all that you needed to feel fulfilled. And this must have been something in the past, because you're recovering from that. It's reversed. So all of that is now going away. And the beautiful part about it is whatever that was caused you to kind of go into a hermit mode where you were going within for good reason. It's a spiritual growth type of situation where you took that opportunity to go within and look and gain wisdom from what you were dealing with. Now, what's really interesting is when I laid this card down, I've looked at this card hundreds of times and I have literally never noticed that star. So I feel like this pile, you guys recently have felt really inspired by something, or you have a goal that you want to reach, or you've got a newfound interest or newfound passion, newfound spark that you want to go after. Perhaps even you've thought of, becoming a star. That's not going to be for everyone, but that star really jumped out at me, and I have looked at this card, like I said, so many times, and I've never noticed that. And if you think of the star card, it's all about hopes and dreams and wishes and aspirations. Perhaps you guys have gone within to really find what would make you happy. What are your wishes? What are your goals? And you guys now have come out on the other side of this, realizing what those are. And it has to do with finance or abundance or, creature comforts, things that will make you feel abundant in your life. Like I said, when I was looking at this stone, I was trying to put my finger on what this stone was making me feel, and somehow I ended up saying finer things, but that wasn't what I was grasping for in my mind. So for some of you, it is about wanting to attain something greater in your life where you're able to kind of splurge on the finer things. Also, when I noticed the wick having, 2 wicks in this candle, I was thinking about balance. And you guys actually did get balance here twice, cards that mention balance. You've got balance, spirituality, and practicality. And for me, this is all about kind of, bringing your dreams into a, giving a practical plan to your dreams. So balancing out the dream state, the wish state, the hope state, with making practical plans towards that goal. So I feel like this pile, you are coming into balance in regards to figuring out, after you've gone within here, you've figured out what you want, and you're kind of going after that. You're starting to figure out that there's a balance that needs to be struck with regards to dreaming and hoping and manifesting in your mind and actually taking action. You also have find balance here, and it says, find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. So perhaps you guys have been, like I said, not feeling well, feeling a little burnt out. That is going away. That is lifting. But be mindful of your health. Be mindful of keeping balance. You don't want to burn the candles at both ends. You don't want to throw yourself into, feeling unwell, because right now you're out of that state. Perhaps you've gone through a period feeling rejected, feeling downtrodden, feeling lack of energy, feeling lack of support. That's over. You guys have realized, though, that some adjustments are required in order for you to reach those goals that you have, the aspirations that have been in your mind. And there is abundance here for this pile. You've got abundance twice. It says, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land. There is enough abundance for everyone. And then you have this abundance card, and this card always makes me think. So the story behind this card, I don't remember the exact story that's in the book, but when you look at the picture, basically, he dropped money down this sewer, and he is beside himself. He ended up, going to the bar, trying to console himself because he can't believe he lost the money. This little girl here, she's got money on the mind, and she's being innovative. She's thinking up a plan to fish out some money. So, instead of him panicking and going into this grief mode and, trying to drink his sorrows away, he could have thought, is there a way for me to get this money out? But it's really about mindset. It's about what you believe you are capable of and believing in yourself enough to know that you can go after whatever type of abundance you're looking for, whatever you are, whatever you're hoping for, whatever this star is to you, whatever that wish is, that hope. And it's really interesting because you guys also got the Three of Wands, which is all about enterprise, about business, about making plans. It could also be about travel. I didn't feel that as much from this card when I was looking at it. You guys could have travel plans coming up, but I do feel like this might have to do with some kind of professional venture, or you're waiting to hear back regarding a job, or this is about something regarding, your goals and aspirations. He's got his hand here on, the wands in tarot typically represent fire energy, passions, things that drive us. And he's got his hand on one rod here, and he's just kind of like waiting for his ships to come in. That's one of the phrases that people use to describe this card. So I feel like you guys have recently really become inspired regarding something that will earn money for you, or you have become aware of the fact that you really want to set further goals for yourself. You've also got pride here. And I know we've talked about balance a couple of times, and look at the dichotomy in this card. So I feel like, when dealing with anything, we have to strike a balance within ourselves. So we don't want to burn ourselves out. We don't want to not put effort. We don't want to, you just want to make sure that you're doing everything in some sort of moderation. Like, you don't want to spend too much of your effort only worried about financial abundance or focused on one singular thing. Life is more about finding balance, striking balance, making sure that you're keeping your thoughts and your actions balanced. I do feel like whomever picked this pile has recently received some sort of clarity regarding what they do want in the future, regarding something. There's a vision or something that you have recently thought of. If you haven't recently thought of it, it's coming in. You're going to start getting this clarity regarding a certain business venture or some kind of aspiration, or something that's going to create a passion inside of you that you're going to want to go after. You guys also got strength, shape-shifting, and passion. So you definitely, in this pile, you definitely have the strength to go after whatever it is that you're passionate about, and to create whatever future, whatever vision you hold for yourself. You absolutely have the strength to get there. And you also have the ability, this shape-shifting card always reminds me of being able to, conform, or being able to, it's about like multi talents and multi like the ability to shape shift. If you think of like a chameleon, for instance, you are able to kind of read the room and understand, what to do next or what to say next, especially when your passion is involved. You have the strength and you have the ability to kind of become whatever you need to in order to follow your passions, or to go after whatever that passion is, whatever that star is that you may have been thinking of as you went within and became, more in tune with your desires. And that is how you discover that adjustments may have been required. There's balance needed, and you have to examine the ways that you want to move forward. You also got this card at the bottom of your deck, and when I see this card, this reminds me of like our inner voice. We have to make sure that we're not focusing on things that we're not being too critical. This reminds me of someone that's, her inner voice might be constantly in her ear, and, she ends up kind of really extra focused on certain things when she doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a negative circumstance. You have to kind of balance your thoughts, balance the way that you view what you're doing. You know, you have to make sure that you're encouraging yourself. Yes, it is good to check your work or be detail oriented, but not to the point where it's crippling you. Seek, you know, not seeking complete perfection all the time, you know, because that can be a hindrance. That can cause imbalance in the way that we move forward. You guys also got a really cool group of cards that popped out in a chunk here. You have Divine Masculine, Electric Active Power. You have Achievement, which is effort plus intention. You have Sacred Gratitude, and that says Reverent Appreciation Prayer, and Sacred Action, Decisive Focus. Like I said, this whole pile is kind of pointing to the fact that you guys have an intention that you're setting. You have something that's coming into your focus that you want to go after. This Divine Masculine card is a very powerful card when it comes to your creative force. It's the affirmation for that card is, as I connect with the creative force in the universe, my own creativity expands and thrives. And if you notice the hawk here on his shoulder, it is actually a indication of spirit kind of talking into your ear or giving you those inspirations and giving you those ideas and kind of helping you along. But with this path of cards, I just feel like they fit together so well. You've got the Divine Masculine, Electric Active Power starting it off, meaning, you know, you have that spark, that idea, the star. You were able to kind of connect with your higher self, and you have something that you're waiting for, your ships to come in. You have a new spark, a new interest, something that has sparked your passion. And it has to do with your achievement. You want to achieve something, and this says effort plus intention. So there's a balance here. It's not just about dreaming things up. You know, balance that spiritual dream state with the practical steps forward. But with these cards, it says you are fully capable of doing that. And remember to stay grateful, sacred gratitude. That's all part of the manifestation process. We want to stay grateful and make sure that we feel grateful for what we currently have in order to align ourselves with what we want to achieve next. And then after that, you have sacred action, decisive focus. Stay focused on your goals. Go after it. She's got this powerful cheetah behind her, and she is really laser focused, and so is he. Very laser focused. I feel like you guys are, you know, you've already got this spark within you that you know you want to go after, and this is telling you what's the next good thing coming to you. You have the strength, and you have recovered. You were in this you went through whatever this hardship was, and you became more spiritual. You went within, which is the wise thing to do in order to understand what adjustments are required in order for you to have the life that you want. And you do have this victim consciousness card, which is similar to this energy here. And I just feel like you guys have come out on the other side, and now you are well aware of the things that can hold you back, or the negative self-talk that can creep up. And that is where you have to kind of help yourself by making sure that you keep an eye on anything that is becoming, you know, a negative self-talk or too much of a critical self-talk. You know, we have to protect ourselves. Our inner child is always listening. You also got the inner child card. It says the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So this is all about, oh gosh, and look, you do have the inspiration card. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So guys, if you didn't already get this inspiration that has you really laser focused, it's coming very quickly. And look at, we talked about manifestation. Manifestation is here. So you guys, what's the next good thing? You're manifesting your dreams, pile one. You're manifesting your dreams. You have clarity on what you want and you're going after it. And you will be able to attain it. You have flipped this card up. The struggles are over. You are on the path. You are on the right path. And you are able now to move forward and watch your ships come in. You also have nurturing and Gaia. This card always reminds me of abundance, and look at all the beautiful growth that is on her back. Look at all the sustenance, the growth, the beauty, just so many things. I know in the beginning I mentioned opulence with this and the finer things, and you guys can achieve that. You can attain that. You are full of a very electric energy right now that is creating growth in your life. You guys are able to do that. You are emerging as a new, just new powerful person that has this new outlook on life. You have your you could be even maybe starting a business. It could be something like that. You are now in the movement phase, and right after that movement phase, your blessings are here. But also remember your innocence of childhood. Keep that balance. Keep that balance. We want to keep our pride in check. We want a good balance there moving forward, and make sure that you remain grateful. But I feel like there is many blessings of abundance coming to this pile. So it has something to do with earthly abundance. It has to do, it could even be you guys have the finer things coming. Perhaps you have you're going to be feeling very at ease, very fulfilled, very nurtured, very taken care of. Look at this. There's, she has everything that she could ever possibly need. She's fulfilled and just gorgeous. I can't take my eyes off of this. It's like a mesmerizing picture. I also want to mention I had created my own little deck here, and so I just shuffled that for you guys. There's just a side note here. Drink more water. Some of you could be, I noticed there was a lot of like animals and things in these pictures. And, perhaps you guys are out in nature a lot in this pile. You don't have to be, but I know where I am, it's very hot. And yes, just make sure you're always drinking water. Meditate was here. So that helps you stay in tune, in balance, so that you don't start getting burnout. Meditate and continue to nurture yourself in order for you to continue actively moving forward to pursue your passions. And then, you know what? It's interesting because I got vanilla and bubblegum, and those always remind me of like summer fun. It kind of reminds me of ice cream flavors. Perhaps you'll be going out for ice cream. But bubblegum, it reminds me of the innocence of childhood. So make sure that you're staying balanced in that. Make sure that you are still allowing yourself to enjoy. I know once you get this spark of passion, it might be innate in you, especially since you have this divine masculine coming up, to just kind of shoot forward and not look back. But keep time for nurturing the joyful sides of life, the innocence, the childhood things that make us happy, because you want to stay balanced. Thank you so much, Pile 1. I'm very excited for you. You have wonderful things coming to you. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Hello, Pile number 2. If you chose this stone or number 2, these are the next good things coming your way. So number 2, at first I was a little puzzled. I'm going to admit it. First I pulled 2 of Swords and 7 of Wands. And those initially were the 2 cards that I was beginning with. I like to base it off of the beginning, portion with tarot. And I was thinking, what's the next good thing? Okay, so 2 of Swords is all about you're blindfolded. You're not wanting to face issues in your life. You're not handling emotions. You're not processing things. You're just kind of staying stuck without acknowledging what's going on around you. She has a blindfold on. She can't really move her arms because she's balancing those swords. She's got the water behind her, which reminds me of emotions and things. We've got the moon in the background, but she's not opening. She's not taking the blindfold off. She's not utilizing the swords. She's just sitting still, balancing the swords, which could be thoughts, almost like cutting off the thoughts, just not acknowledging things. This is kind of like a stagnation card where you really need to look around. Even if you need conflict in your life, you need to kind of stop ignoring things. That's what I felt with the Two of Swords. And then I had the Seven of Wands, which is all about, it's a good thing because it's a courageous card. It's about standing your ground, defending yourself if needed. He looks like he jumped into action real quick because he's got two different shoes on. It's like he jumped out in order to kind of, hold the line. It's almost like he's holding off these other 6 wands, with this one wand. And, he's kind of like drawing a line in the sand, courageously protecting his ideas or his, setting boundaries for himself, defending himself, basically. So what was interesting was I was like, what's the next good thing? And I really didn't even have a whole lot of time to wonder, and it started raining, and I had opened my window just for some fresh air. It started raining, and it got really dark, so I immediately had to jump up, shut the window quickly, and then turn on the light. So what happened is I absolutely had to jump into action. Number 2, what is the next good thing coming into your life? You are jumping into action. You are extremely brave. You're jumping into taking control, taking action in your life. You have very powerful changes coming in. What happened during this, when I was setting the cards down, it started raining, and if I wouldn't have shut the window immediately, it would have rained in my window, and I have some cards that were sitting where they would be getting wet. So I had to jump really fast into action. So something's going on where change is coming. I feel like this group, as I was laying out your cards, I got really invigorated. So I feel like this group, you guys are going to be very excited to hear that. The changes may have already started. Perhaps you've already taken the blindfold off, started looking at what you need to change. Maybe something was in stagnation for such a long time, and maybe you were kind of cocooned. Maybe something was going on in your life that you didn't want to see. Maybe it wasn't time. Sometimes divine timing's at work when there's pauses in our life. Sometimes we can't face things at that very moment, but you guys are now jumping into action. You've got courage, you've got bravery, you have literal courage to jump towards whatever this is. You have the success card. 6 of Wands is riding into success. Whatever was blocking you is now being removed. You're jumping into this action. You're going to be very protective of yourself in a sense, where you know now that you need to jump into action in order to accomplish whatever this is for yourself. You've got friendship, protect your dreams, and life energy. I feel like this group is like awakening to some sort of purpose, some sort of goal, some sort of action that they want to take. They're really excited to take. They've got the courage now. The powerful change is on its way. You also got this, it's time to take action, which is so funny because I had to take action or my cards would have been ruined. So it was like Spirit was, it's so interesting when you're doing readings because I try, I really do pick up on things around me, and I do normally, I think like, okay, well, wow, that was weird, and then I understand what Spirit's telling me or why those things happened at that very moment. How it relates to the reading. And that is exactly what happened. I had to spring into action like very quickly. I made some changes, and, I had a goal in mind, of course, because I wanted to protect what was mine. I didn't want it getting wet. That is the type of thing that's going to happen. And I'm not trying to put fear in you guys. I don't mean actually going out to protect something. I don't use tarot as predictions. I use it as energy checks, and that's the energy. I feel like you guys are springing into action for yourself. There's something going on here that you now want to, you're actually going to be kind of defending your time a bit. I feel like he's kind of like holding off these other things that are like trying to get his attention because you have something now that you want to reach for yourself. There's a powerful change you're bringing into your life. You're riding into success. Whatever the change is, whatever you're looking at to accomplish, it's coming for you. It's coming. And you know what, actually, it's coming so much that you might end up running into some gossip about yourself because something's changing, or perhaps you're changing, or maybe you're protecting your time a bit more, or, you know, maybe people are going to start recognizing things that are going on in your life. Stargazing often reminds me of people watching or looking or seeing, like watching a star, or, you know, it says, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focused, your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. I feel like that may have already happened for this group, and if not, it's coming quickly, where you guys are going to start, you know, understanding more. Like, you took the blindfolds off, you know now what needs to happen, and you're jumping into action. You now have the courage, and you will be celebrating soon. Whatever this is, you're riding into success, celebrations coming. You have like new inspirations. You've had something that has lit a fire in you to jump into action. And the message here is to protect your dreams. Make sure that I'll read these to you. It says, you are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. So this group has a new focus, a dream, an aspiration, a goal, something that they've set up, and they're going to ride right into success for this. You guys are riding right into success. It says, friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So yeah, you guys might be excited about this, and you may start telling people. You may share it with your friends. Maybe more friends that are supportive are going to be coming into your life. You have life energy here, and I really got energized during feeling, laying out these cards. I started feeling like really energized. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So I feel like you guys are coming into, like, you have a lot of pep in your step, or you will very soon. Once you decide to make the changes, whatever you were like closed off from, or not paying attention to, or not wanting to see, you now have decided, yes, I'm making this change. It's coming. You sprung into action so quickly that you don't even have the same shoes on, like I told you, it started raining and I immediately had to jump up. I feel like that's happening in your life, where you're really jumping into these changes with courage. You have support around you, or it will be coming to you. You did get this victim card here, and maybe this is the same energy as this, like she was feeling trapped in this shell here, or feeling like a victim for some reason. And I just feel like there's something swirling around where you have decided to pop out and look around and say, you know what, I'm making this change right now. You may even be looking for guidance about it, or figuring out what you need to do next, but you have taken the steps to jump into action. And if you haven't, you definitely will be soon. It says, whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So if you do need something, maybe ask a friend, or look in a book, or look online, use Google. But I feel like you guys are actually just kind of coming into your power, summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control. So she is very intelligent. This reminds me of kind of gaining, like an antenna, like kind of gaining knowledge from spirit, letting that flow through now, because you have something in your mind that you want to manifest, or you want to begin, and you have the power. Look how she is gracefully controlling these two wild animals. She's able to do that. It's like she's kind of gaining knowledge from spirit, and just kind of, she's got this these powerful animals next to her, summoning power. She's able to kind of control things and direct things where she wants. So she's following her instincts. She has lots of intellect and control over the situation right now, which is wonderful. You also have Earth Magic. This is a very powerful card. It says fearlessness, removing obstacles. Yes, whatever was holding you back, whatever became an obstacle, whatever you weren't facing, whatever you didn't want to see, you're now looking at it. You've jumped into action. You have the courage. You are fearlessly removing your obstacles, moving forward, charging forward. Look, she's on a horse, literally charging forward. Earth Magic, the affirmation is, I let go of feelings of fear and lack. It's safe for me to stand up and make choices that empower me. This person looks so empowered and able to defend themselves and able to get what they need and able to take the next steps in order to, make themselves happy. I feel like that's really what you guys are going to do. Now, for some of you, you may have been kind of hiding yourself away or not wanting to face your desires. And it could have to do with love. Maybe perhaps you have not wanted to get out there and date, or maybe you have just kind of shut down that side. This is not going to be for everyone because I got these feelings after the fact. It also could be about you sprung into actions. You sprung into action to make some decisions, or this could even be about contracts or starting something new in your life, but it could be about love. It could be about romance. It could be like, you've been kind of closing yourself off, not wanting to see that perhaps you feel lonely sometimes, or you would like someone, you want to create a life with someone. But guess what? No matter what you weren't letting yourself look at or feel or see, no matter what you were, turning a blind eye to, no matter what the desire is, you will be successful at achieving it. Because now that you're springing into action, you have the courage, you will have the knowledge, you have the wisdom in order to make it happen. And it is time to take action. This is your sign right now. If you haven't already sprung into action, you will be very soon. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So yes, you've sprung into action. If it is about finding love or finding a connection, that is going to be something that you will be successful at. You now know what you need to do. You've sprung into action. You're getting this courage. You have a fearless attitude now. You're removing all the obstacles to reach your goals. If it is calling in a soulmate, or if it is, starting a new chapter in your life, or, a new agreement with someone, or a new contract, or just basically feeling again. I feel like you guys may have been stuck kind of in status quo for a minute there, not wanting to face something, not wanting to change out of fear. Maybe fear was holding you back. Maybe you just didn't want to feel the emotions behind you, or maybe whatever your goal is that you want the success in was going to take a lot of effort, and it still will take effort, but now you have the energy, now you have the wherewithal, now you are removing the obstacles. You will be moving into this celebratory energy here. And actually, people are going to start talking because you're changing the way that you are doing things. You're changing the way that you conduct yourself. You're being more protective of your time and energy, perhaps. You're not just kind of going with the flow, not looking, This almost reminds me of like a zombie state where we do what we have to do, but we're just barely getting by. We don't want to do anything extra. We don't want to look at anything extra. We don't want to think about anything extra. We just don't want to. And like I said, divine timing could be at play when those things happen, or maybe we're being blocked from some things because, spirit knows best. It's many different things. It could be many different things. But now you guys are in for powerful changes. Expect powerful change in this pile. I'm very excited for you. I have so much energy. So this pile, you guys will have the wherewithal, the energy, the spark, the ambition, the courage, anything you need to create whatever you are dreaming about. Protect your dreams. You might actually be dreaming. Maybe you're actively dreaming about goals, and go after them. This is your sign. But you guys will have inspiration. You're going to have a lot of creative energy, a lot of inspiration for a lot of different things in this pile. It could be many different things, and you guys, I feel, will know what I'm talking about when you're listening to this. But look at this energy. It's beautiful. You're riding right into success. You have celebration coming soon. You've got everything you need, and actually you guys might end up becoming stars, or you will be you will be really recognized, at least if not bigger than your friend group, at least in your friend group. People are really going to start looking at you as like you're going to inspire people, is what I feel. Something's going to really inspire people with what you're doing. People are going to want to look at you, look at your life, look at what you're doing, because they're going to be inspired by it, which is beautiful. So keep it up, guys. Pile 2, this is beautiful energy. I'm so happy you're out of this stagnation. And sometimes we aren't even necessarily frustrated in that stagnation because we don't even necessarily realize it when we're in that stagnation. So I'm so happy that's over. Powerful change is coming, pile 2, and you guys are ready for it. You're very strong at this time. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this message. I'll talk to you soon. Hello, pile 3. If you chose number 3 or this beautiful stone, these are your messages. So pile 3, I started off with the tarot cards, and you got the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. The Knight of Pentacles is a very practical, slow and steady wins the race, very dedicated, very loyal, very hardworking knight. The Empress is creative and abundant and nurturing, and she enjoys the finer things of life, and she's achieved it. She's earned it. She's also the ultimate mother, the ultimate caretaker. She's also very beautiful. Those in this pile, I feel like you guys have a radiance about you in this pile, man or woman. You also have the shine from within, but I just feel like everything over here is like glowing. Like just, maybe you just radiate a very, oh, I just heard like magnetic. You guys are magnetic. I feel like you guys just kind of give off vibes that are kind of addictive to others. Look at the cloud of light and sparkle, if you will. Just beauty radiating from these cards. You guys are gorgeous. And people take notice of you instantly, because you can't, like, I can't take my eyes off of this side of the pile. Yeah, I feel like you guys really get a lot of attention. And if you don't know it, it might just be, you know, people notice you. You know, you have a light about you. You have something that people are drawn to, like a light within you that people are drawn to. You also have the Fool card. That's all about new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. And you know what? I feel like pile 3, what's the next good thing coming for you? I feel like your hard work and faith and practicality and slow and steady wins the race type of efforts are paying off. It says, look, you're very close to achieving your goal. And this is the ultimate goal of comfort and luxury and nurturing energy. It's just beautiful that the Fool is leaping right into this. You guys maybe have been, wow, that's interesting. The Ten of Swords was beneath this Fool. You guys have completely healed from a very painful circumstance. Now I understand what's going on here, guys. I also made these cards, which I just kind of throw them in as afterthoughts because I made the, I made the deck, but I pulled these cards for you guys at the end, and I was like, I don't see a whole lot of the pain or anything in this. And it said, yes, they regret hurting you, and it's a past person. And you also got at the bottom of my deck, your angels are near. So I want to say this. Ooh, I just got chills. Ooh, I just got chills, guys. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. So what I think is going on is you guys are being really blessed. And wow, I was talking about how someone can't take their eyes off of you. I'm gonna say this, pile 3. If someone really hurt you, really stabbed you in the back in a romantic circumstance in the past, they are really regretting this. They have realized how beautiful of a person you are, how beautiful, not just outwardly. I think they're starting to realize, they're starting to see what a beautiful magnetic person you are. And if they have a way to like look at your social media or look at pictures or maybe see you on occasion or something, if they do see your pictures, they can't take their eyes off of you, or maybe they're really focused on your life right now. Because like I said, I couldn't take my eyes off of these cards. I just want you guys to know that, because it's weird. When I picked up the Fool, I feel like you guys were really stabbed in the back, really hurt by someone. This doesn't have to apply to everyone in this pile. Please, if you hear this and you're like, no, then don't disregard, because I'm still going to get back to this message. But I got chills and I have to talk about this. So whomever in this pile was really hurt by a past love, you have finally recovered fully. 100%. You are ready to jump into your blessings. Wish wisely, pile 3, because your wishes are flying in. And actually, this could be blessings from your angels and blessings from the universe because of the pain that you have been through. We do get rewarded, guys, and sometimes it's interesting, but sometimes when we're rewarded like that, or when our life really turns out in a beautiful way, it could even be someone's karma to see it, because I kept saying I can't stop staring. Like someone from your past may be finally noticing how beautiful and wonderful and successful you are. And just know your angels are always near you. You have protection at all times. Oh, wow. And look at this was not facing upward, so I wasn't gonna take this, but you know what? Something in your past, it really hurt your heart. And I think now their heart hurts because they're just finally looking at you. Yes, they are regretting hurting you. Their heart hurts, this past person, whoever really put you into that agony state. But listen, you guys are coming into so many blessings. Your hard work and dedication is paying off. Regardless of what, if that was not your storyline, if someone did not hurt you, regardless, you're still moving into this beautiful, blessed Empress-like energy. The Empress wants for nothing, okay? She is set. She is beautiful. She has everything she needs. She is abundant. She's got so much that she loves to nurture others because she can share her wealth. She's very generous. You guys are in that energy. You're moving right in. It says shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. And you know what? This pile, guys, I have chills again. You guys are so beautiful inside and out. I can't stress that enough. I did not say that in the other piles. I'm sure the other piles are beautiful too, but there's something about this pile Spirit wants me to say. You are so beautiful. Like, I'm getting almost emotional saying it. Like, your heart is beautiful. You are beautiful. Nurture yourself like the Empress that you are. This can also be male energy. It doesn't have to be only feminine. The male energy of the Empress is the Emperor, but if you are in this reading and you are a male, you just have that nurturing, loving quality, that generosity, the emotional side that the Emperor kind of doesn't necessarily focus on. But wow, just wow. And these new beginnings are coming for you. Wish wisely. Your wishes are coming true. Expect powerful change in your life. I feel like this is already coming in. Innovation, new creations. You guys are really on the brink of jumping into this lifestyle because of something that's coming through for you. You are on a journey, and it says purpose, attunement, and vision quest. And look, she kind of knows what she looks like she knows what she's doing. And I just saw 23. That number 5 is about change. I feel like you guys are really changing in some way, and you're achieving your goals. You're really close to achieving whatever it is that you wish for. Something that was meant for you. This says discover your life purpose. Something that was meant for you. I think that the universe is blessing you guys right now. You have something that is just unfolding in your life. Maybe it was something you have wished for that's coming, but you're in this beautiful, beautiful energy. And have faith because it's coming. And I have to say, and new beginnings are here. Follow all of your instincts because you guys have a natural instinct. You guys are also probably very intuitive, and that is why all of these, everything's kind of lit up here. And it reminds me of like spirit. You know, spirit is communicating with you. Your angels are near. You can trust your intuition. You know, I feel like this pile, if you chose this pile, you are on your path. Discover your life purpose. I feel like you guys, if you aren't on your life path, you are on the brink of discovering it, jumping right into it, and it's going to bring you this this success. I want to keep saying like opulence, success, just a very beautiful energy. The Empress, like I said, she wants for nothing. And also, I want to say this is going to be a very select few of you, but if you have been thinking about becoming a mother or wanting to jump into that journey, I do feel like keep the faith because new beginnings are coming for you, and Wish Wisely is here. And when I saw this card, this reminded me of pregnancy, and she can be, you know, the Empress typically, she is pregnant or she is a mother. And I just want to say, if that is something that you are wishing, keep your faith because you're very close to achieving your goals. You're on this journey. I feel like you're getting very blessed right now by the universe. You have very exciting cards here. And like I said, very interesting that these came up. Your angels are near. Yes, they regret hurting you. It's a past person. Their heart hurts. And I feel like some of this is blessings from all that you have been through. Like I said, that Knight of Pentacles, he is slow and steady, wins the race. He keeps his head down. He is very practical in nature. He's all about, you know, working towards his goals, making sure he gets what he is after. And that is something you guys are going to do. You're going to figure out how to get everything you want. And you're jumping into this with like a renewed sense of excitement. You're very, very excited about whatever is next on this path. If you have any ideas, I feel like this pile is going to be very inspired. This innovation is coming to you, or you're very innovative and very creative. You're going to have new beginnings with that. It says bright heart, light, open connections. And yes, like I said, there's so much glowing energy coming off this pile. People are probably going to start telling you guys that you're glowing. You might have a glow up. Maybe this is about glowing up and people realizing it. And like I said, I feel like you're wish wisely. You use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Pile 3, you guys can accomplish anything you set your mind to. And any wishes you have, you just know you can, with faith, manifest them. That is so beautiful, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this message. Make sure at this time you're following your passions because that was at the bottom of the deck. And if you aren't on your life path yet, if you follow your passions, you will be put on your life path. That is how you get to your life path. And make sure you don't trip yourself up by any like niggling self-talk about, you know, things have to be perfect before I release them. Things have to look perfect. I have to be perfect. That is something that might slow you down a bit. So don't focus too much on trying to be perfect. You know, this knight, he can be very slow because he is trying to be very, you know, methodical, very, you know, dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's, which, yes, it's important, but don't negative self-talk in order to slow the process, because I feel like you guys you're trusting the process right now, and just keep doing that. Because look, let's just keep this in mind. I'm going to hold this here so you guys can read it if you want to pause the video at any time and just keep reading that to yourself. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true, because you have true magic within you right now. You're shining. So I hope that helps, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed that message. What a beautiful message. It's very exciting. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 4. If you chose Pile 4 or this stone, these are the next good things coming to you. So pile 4, ultimately, I do feel like you have financial stability and success in your life or coming your way. Um, I feel like some of you might be in a state of almost like a melancholy state where you're not really looking out for new opportunities coming in, or you could be kind of feeling like you're, look how he's looking at these pentacles. This card is about like a pause. You've worked hard, you're kind of pausing to assess the situation. But what I see is a little bit of impatience in his face. And you have this Page of Wands energy, which is really exciting energy, really adventurous energy. And then it kind of looks like, if you look like at their faces, I don't know, something's just drawing me to look that, like, she's looking down like this, and like they're all kind of focused this way, and this page is focused this way. So it's like, are you focusing on the proper things at this time? So the next good things, I feel like good things are definitely coming, and they're coming fairly quickly because of this page. The energy is a swift moving, like the Page of Wands is very swift. But what I'm being drawn to like other things that are kind of coming through. And then when I pulled your other cards, I was like, interesting. So Seven of Pentacles is all about stopping to pause and kind of assess your work. And he's kind of looking at the fruits of his labor here. He's looking to see like if his work is paying off, and it is. And then right next to that, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is all about balance. It's about sharing your wealth. It's about giving and receiving, like the balance of those things. Like, look, this person is someone who is wealthy and able to give to the poor, and they are receiving. And then we have the Scales, which reminds us of balance. And the Queen of Wands, she's all about, you've worked really hard. You've established a beautiful foundation. You are a great homemaker. You're a great business person. And I do feel like you possess all of those energies. Then we move into this Four of Cups here, and it's like this person looks like they're a little closed off right now. They're not really looking at this opportunity or this cup that's floating in. Or perhaps you guys are really focused on money and you're not focusing on other things. Like maybe this is a cup of love being offered, or maybe there's other things that you aren't seeing right now. Or maybe something just has you very distracted. The Seven of Cups is underneath there. There might be something that's distracting you guys at this time. That's why I kept looking at these faces, kind of all looking, and he's looking this way like, I don't know. There might be something that you guys need to release in your energy. When I looked at all these cards after I laid them out, you have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back. You have A Fiery Climax Approaches. You have Believe in Magic. Look at the Bigger Picture. A New Start is Coming. You have Lost and Found, and you have Light. So Lost and Found says, what was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the Lost and Found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. And then Light, the fairy queen of light, comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So there is this release card here. I feel like maybe you guys you have gone through something that you just need to cleanse out of your energy. You need to release it. You need to kind of let go of whatever this was, because like, look, this person's blocking their ears, like doesn't want to hear. This person looks like they aren't looking at what's coming in. Like, are you blocking out certain things that are coming towards you, or are you blocking out allowing yourself to feel certain ways or certain emotions? A new start is definitely coming, and a fiery climax is approaching, but it's saying like, don't let your past hold you back. This victim consciousness came up, entrapment came up here, and deep emotions is here. So unknown feelings, past life influences. You guys might have like a deep feeling about something that is making you not really want to acknowledge that you have blessings coming towards you, or maybe there's something from your past that is making you feel unworthy of some of these for some reason. I don't know what it could be. It's not to say that these good things aren't coming, because look, this is all bright, cheerful energy. Like if you look at the page all the way through here, and this doesn't mean that he's not going to get this cup. It just means, hey, look up, you've got an opportunity coming in. And then, you know, this card's all about so many options, like kind of being confused because you have so many options. Or maybe it's just kind of about being distracted. But I do feel like there might be something in this pile that you guys need to bring to light, or just look at, or kind of like take your hands off of your ears, look up. And it might be something to do with emotions that's kind of holding you back in some way, because it's saying don't let your past hold you back. Look at the amount of potential right in front of you, and it has to do with your success and your wealth and your you know, look at all these pentacle cards here, your work, your finance, your investments, the things that you've put your work into. You guys are very good business people. I just feel like there's something that if you just looked at it for a moment and tried to release some of it, a new start would be coming in for you. And I don't feel like the new start is completely blocked. I feel like it's floating right there. You just have to look up. Divine Masculine is here, electric active power. So there could be something in your life that you need to take action towards. The Page of Wands is very adventurous and all about action. It's a fire. It's a, you know, it's a fiery card. It's the Wands card is all about action and doing and going and being and, you know, jumping into action, you know. So maybe there's something here where you guys are really focused on one thing, but you do need to take action in some area here, because there's a fiery climax that's approaching, and this new start, you don't want to miss this new start, because I feel like this new start has something to do with the Page of Wands and maybe some action or something that is coming towards you quite quickly. And it has to do with finances or something to do with your success. But have faith. You're definitely going to be able to reach this Queen of Pentacles status, which is wonderful. She's comfortable. She's well-to-do. She's able to take care of herself. Perseverance is here, so definitely continue to put in your efforts. Right here, the Seven of Pentacles is all about kind of taking a pause to take stock of where you've put your efforts, and I feel like you do need to persevere, and you're able to, you're capable of doing that. But after I looked at all those mixed energies, I wanted to pull some spirit advice cards for you guys, and what came up is communicate with your angels, and you have the ability to connect with the beings of love who surround you. Communicate with your angels and deliver their healing messages to others. And right before I pulled this, I looked at the clock and it was 444, which that is your angelic beings. You know, they want to step in and help you. So communicate with your angels. Cleanse your energy came up. When you release negativity, the answer to your question shines through. So I feel like there might be something that needs released in order for you to feel this page energy. And this page energy wants to just kind of spring you into a new way of maybe looking at your financial situation, or I just feel like there's something that needs like released. Music may help you do that. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So look at the bigger picture. Definitely believe in magic. Have faith that a new start is coming, because you have faith and perseverance here. You just may need to release some old beliefs or something from your past that makes you feel or fall into this victim consciousness. Then you start feeling entrapped, or you don't look up and notice the blessings coming in, because, you know, something's got you feeling either regret from the past, or you're upset about something from the past, or you feel like you missed out on some opportunities, or you got confused, and maybe you just feel like something has you trapped in a cycle of some sort. But I want to read the book on this because I feel like you guys just need a little bit of a push in order to get you moving into this fiery energy here. Let me just look this up real quick. Give me one moment. I'm going to read for you what the card says. So release. It says, Shadow Gray Storm, I can no longer keep your secrets. Then it says, legend. Nikita cuts through the graveyard as she rushes home in the wind and rain. She is terrified. Then Shadow Gray Storm appears and speaks in her own voice, repeating painful things she has said to herself and others. It's all your fault. I'll never forgive any of you. As she listens in the rain to her own words, she learns it is she who is making herself miserable. She leaves the graveyard with a changed heart and ready to forgive herself and others. The inspiration in this card is, this is about personal responsibility and release of blame. It is time to clear the debris and move on. You cannot move forward while you continue to hide. The personal inquiry for the receiver of this card is, this indicates healing family of origin issues. Am I ready to face my past and let go? The key ideas in the card are release, dwelling on the past, righteous anger, change in consciousness, judgment day, seeing clearly, hidden truth, and great discovery. The key words are healing, remission, and integration. And there's a meditation here. It says, to do this meditation, you must have no distractions. Shadow Gray Storm simply asks that you sit and listen in the silence. You will hear yourself. If you sincerely seek freedom, Shadow Gray Storm may come to you. So there's something internal that might need healed. We have healing here reversed. And maybe it has to do with your dreams. Maybe you feel like dreams have passed you by, but guess what? No, they haven't. You still have this energy to get to your dreams. A new start is coming. Look at the bigger picture. You have the ability. You have the capability. I don't see anything negative here. You are able to do this. A fiery climax approaches. You haven't reached the climax yet. You're still able to achieve this. And you haven't missed the opportunities. It's still floating here. So if you feel like something, like you're regretting something regarding your dreams, or you feel like because of something from your past, you haven't been able to accomplish something, just persevere and have faith, and you absolutely will reach this status. That is the next good thing. You're going to be finding maybe lost parts of yourself that have kind of been stagnant for a while. It says, what was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found Fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never realized were lost. So there might be some things in your past that you need to kind of bring up and heal, bring light to the situation in order for you to kind of heal them. You know, take yourself out of the victim mentality, release the entrapment feeling, and know that you have the ability to reach this Queen of Pentacles status. And it's now. You can do it. You can absolutely do it right now. Look at the bigger picture, make the changes, believe in magic, and your reality will shift. I feel that for you. And right underneath the deep emotions is harvest, the gathering of blessings. I also pulled some cards from my own deck, and you had spring cleaning, which just reminds me of kind of cleaning out your subconscious, cleaning out those feelings of your victim consciousness, or the lack feeling, the mentality of not being worthy, because you are worthy. Look at this. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, spring cleaning, and then blessing coming. So it's coming. That is your next good thing, pile 4. It may take a little bit of internal work, but you have that coming for you. This blessing is here. Blessing coming. So believe in magic. Work on whatever was making you feel like you were entrapped here. And release it. Release it. It's time to release whatever that is, because it's just false. It's not true. Persevere, and you will achieve your dreams. Thank you so much. Rely on your angels also, because I did see that 444, and you have communicate with your angels, bird of paradise here. It says you have the ability to connect with the beings of love who surround you, communicate with your angels, and deliver their healing messages to others. Thank you so much, pile 4, for being here. I hope that helped you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.